Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Read Fate Stay Night. I'm still a little bit sick, just a little bit, but I am so enthralled by this story, I can't hold off. My awakening is dark. Perhaps I just don't dream much, but unless something really special happens, I always seem to have the same dream. Yo, that would suck. See, I'm the type of person who has crazy dreams, like last night. I dreamt, and this is weird, because it's always weird stuff, but like last night, I dreamt that I played ahead in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, further, like off screen, that I didn't record it for my Let's Play, and I had to think of how am I going to apologize to my viewers for this. That's the sort of stuff that I think about, you know? Also, like, finding a girlfriend and stuff, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Oh, hey, that looks familiar. What I imagine are swords. I don't know why it is, but this is the only thing that comes into my mind. There's no meaning or reason to it. It may just be one of the aspects making up Emiya Shirou. So when he says swords, does he mean like one or multiple? There are no dreams to dream. The only things I recall from my sleep are things I was taught a long time ago. For example, about magi. Even if I am an amateur, if I'm a magus, it's only natural for me to understand the kind of world I live in. Frankly speaking, a magus is an exception who deviates from modern society. But even exceptions must band together to survive. Father told me that a group of magi is called the Magic Association. He also said that I shouldn't associate with the association. The Magic Association hides magic and organizes magi. They basically keep watch to see that magi do not affect society with magic, but the strange part is that they do not prohibit the misuse of magic. According to Kiritsugu, the Magic Association is only interested in the concealment of magic. Even if a magus carries out his research at the expense of the lives of many ordinary people, the Magic Association will not punish him. So it's like if the Ministry of Magic from Harry Potter wasn't a bunch of old, horrible people. The priority is that magic should not become public, so they do not ban magic. So they're crazy people who think you can do anything as long as you don't get caught. You know what Grunkle Stan used to say, anything's legal when police aren't around. Anyway, the surveillance of the Magic Association is thorough. Most magical research would cost the lives of ordinary people, and as a result, the existence of magic would become public. So the association does not allow research that would harm society. So magi stay at home and research quietly, while the normal world carries on unmolested. Are we going to use that word? There's many other words you could have said, dude. Hence, magi only try to hide themselves to escape the association. So perhaps I just don't know it, and a magus lives in this town. Yeah, imagine that, right? I hear Fuyuki City is a spiritually excellent area. Such an area always has a distinguished magus with a history. They are called the Second Owner, an elite, and the association entrusts the area to them. Magi who would live in the area must visit them and obtain their permission to construct a workshop. Looking at it like that, we're thieves living here without the permission of the landlord. Father was an outlaw who cut his ties with the association and moved here without the consent of the administrator Fuyuki. The owner doesn't know that Emiya Kiritsugu was a magus. Yeah, about that. With reasoning like that, I think our position is ambiguous. Father, the real magus, has passed away, and I, his son and pupil, don't know the Magic Association and have not the skill to become a magus. From the association's point of view, they would want to catch an amateur like me doing things, but I've seen no movement yet. No, I've heard that Japan is relatively hidden from the eyes of the association, so I think I've just not been found out. Oh, but that doesn't mean I can let my guard down. People say that the eyes of the association are everywhere. On top of that, if you commit a crime with magic, the heretic hunters of the church will... is it heretic or heretic? Because those are two different words, I think. I think it's the heretic hunters of the church will come after you. That just means that whatever you use magic for, lack of care will create enemies. I, Emiya Shirou, just have to study independently, taking that into account. Oh, I'm in my room again. How did I get here? I wake up to see the sun shining in through the window. The sun may have just risen as it's still a bit dark outside. Once again, what is that stain on the pillow? I get up, trying not to be defeated by the morning chill, and quickly fold up my futon. It's 5:30. One of my strength is waking up at this time, no matter how late I go to sleep. I do sometimes make mistakes and wake up late like yesterday, but I usually wake up early. That is the same for me. I open my eyes every day at 6 a.m. And even if I feel like I'm sleeping in, I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh man, I'm going to sleep in a bit longer and I'll keep my eyes closed. And then I'll be like, okay, I slept in long enough. Then I'll wake up and open my eyes and boom, 6 o'clock every single day. It's been programmed into me. This let Sakura do all the work yesterday. I have to return the favor this morning. I should finish preparing for Sakura arrives. I cook rice and make some miso soup. It was radish and carrot yesterday, so I make onion and potato miso soup today. Oh, that sounds so nice. I make the usual broth, egg, and broth boil, and I'm done. I cut and salt the sauri. Sauri what? What is sauri? I'm going to Google that right now, because I don't know what that is, and we're here to learn. Sauri. A long, slender-bodied, edible marine fish with an elongated snout. Oh, I've seen these in anime before. They're the anime fish. You see them, yeah, like there's a picture of them being grilled and they look like the grilled anime fish. And stop it just before cooking it. It's almost 6 o'clock. I finished earlier than I expected, so I have some extra time. So what should I do? I'm going to save. We're going to save right here. Salted the sauri. Now, what do? I'm gonna look back on these comments and have no idea. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna train then. I thought that was gonna be a choice there. I guess we're gonna train. Morning exercises are my daily routine, so I'll go and stretch my body a bit. Maybe there's a choice there that because I took another choice is not here. The empty JoJo is quiet enough to brace myself. In the morning when the sun has just risen, the silence has a holy feel to it that fascinates those who come here. There's only one thing to do now that I'm here. As Kiritsugu died, this place became a gym to train my body. Even a magus cannot neglect to train their body. One of the requirements for a magus is to have excellent physical abilities. While Kiritsugu was alive, we had many matches here. Well, it was pretty much him beating on me, so I didn't learn anything about how to win in a fight. But I think I learned the difference between a fight and a battle. In other words, I was taught the difference between killing your opponent and beating your opponent. That's a good thing to know. Knowledge and experience are different. Unless I know in advance, it's hard to tell whether I'm involved in a fight or a murder. It's a simple story. As long as you learn magic, you might destroy yourself, and times will come when you have to fight. For Magi, a fight means killing each other. So I think Kiritsugu wanted to teach me, what Kiritsugu wanted to teach me was to prepare my mind for the prospect of death. But it's been a while since my teacher passed away. On my own, all I can do are simple exercises that anyone can do. Oh man, are we gonna get a huge lesson on how to properly train your body? After warming up by stretching, I start my exercises, keep my attention inside my body. Nope. You can Google food techniques, but I guess you can't Google yoga. I comprehend the flow of the magic circuit, the friction in my bones, the distortion in my thinking during fatigue, all while I'm in training. Okay, why is he going up by random numbers? Oh wow, that's a lot of push-ups. Even a simple push-up can be training for the magic circuit if I put on mental shackles instead of metal weights. As I don't have a teacher, exercise like that of club's morning practice is an important part of training. Wow, this makes me feel bad for doing nothing in the morning. Sakura is cheerful, and behind that admirable junior... I like that coffee cup. Cute. Fujine moves slowly to the table. I have to cook the fish I prepared. Don't place food. No, don't place, what was it? Don't place meat on a blue dish. No, cheese doesn't go in a blue dish because it reminds you of mold. Don't place fish and meat on it. Was it a red dish because it reminds you of blood? Like there's a whole story of what not to place food on.
あの、この表面がブツブツのですか？
そうそれ。焼き物は皿にも気を配らないと手抜かり
You
にな
do
る
have
か
to
ら
think
な。
about the plates.
で、大根はもう吸ってあるから。
It's always interesting going over to other people's houses to eat because you get to see like what do they care about when they're making their food. You know, sometimes you go to a friend's house and they just pop food on whatever plate and the food is just and you're just like, I mean, I get it. You're giving me the authentic experience of food in your home, but like if I were to cook for someone, and I'm only recently really going into cooking a lot because I'm really enjoying it. You gotta put it onto you have to present it right? You know, you gotta put it on, like, we have at least 3 different colored plates in our house. We have green ones, we have, big flat white ones, and then we have some more raised, like, lighter white, and, like, yeah, you wanna make it so, if you have a white sauce, you're not gonna put it on a white plate. That's gonna look bad. It's important. I'm talking to no one right now. Sakura takes out a dish from the back. I think I saw a faint bruise on her wrist when she leaned forward. That was from the night with the foreigner.
さくら、ちょっと待った。
Were you gonna call that out?
何ですか、先輩？
その手首の技、なんだ？
She looks away awkwardly. And that tells me who caused that bruise.
またシンジか。あいつ、妹に手をあげるなんて
Oh,
何考えて
wait,
る？
is it Shinji?
違います、先輩。これは転んでぶつけちゃったんです。ほら、私鈍いでしょ？
Can I be super real? I don't get people who bully their siblings. Like, it just, to me, I have a sister. I can't imagine that. Why would you be so mean? Like, it's just, I don't get it.
転んで怪我ばっかりしてるんです。
バカ。転んだぐらいでそんな技がつくか。信じたやつ。どうやらまだ殴られ足りないみたいだな。
I just hope when we get to school there's a big option and it's the only option in the middle of the screen and it just says Dropkick Shinji.
ダメです、先輩。これ、本当に兄さんは関係ないんです。私が一人で怪我をしただけなんですから、先輩に怒ってもらう資格なんてありません。
Sakura falls silent. Sakura looks calm, but she's pretty obstinate. It's useless to say anything to her now.
わかった。さくらがそう言うんならそういうことにしておく。
はい。ごめんなさい、先輩。
だからどうしてそこでさくらが謝るんだ。悪いのはシンジだろ
At the mention of Shinji's name, Sakura looks away awkwardly. Almost said Shakura. In other words, he is the cause of that bruise. I don't know if he has, or if he is, rather. It might be that foreigner guy, but we should still beat him up just to be sure. Mato's Shinji has a bad habit of being hard on his sister Sakura. I first noticed it about a year ago. Sakura was injured sometimes, and she just evaded my question when I asked about it. When I asked Shinji about it, of all things, he said he was the one who hit Sakura. When I asked him why he hit her, he said that he just hit her because he felt like it. Wow, this guy is the worst. After that, I got pissed and did to Shinji what he did to Sakura. Instead, we've been estranged.
先輩、兄さんとは
No.
仲直りしてくれましたか？
I mean, I literally, in my mind, there's a big dropkick option.
う。したよ。別に初めから喧嘩なんてしてないから、仲直りも何もないけどな。
That's a lie.
先輩にとってはそうでしょうけど、兄さんにとっては喧嘩をしたことになるんです。だから、気をつけてください。
Sakura says strange things sometimes.
気をつけろって信じを？
はい。兄さん、先輩を目の敵にしてるって聞きました。先輩が退部するようになったのも、兄さんのせいだって。
それは違う。部活を辞めたのは信じとは関係ない。いや、そりゃ多少はあったかもしれないけど、 そんなのはさくらが気に病むことじゃないぞ。確かにシンジの言う通りちょっと見苦しいからな。これ
Point to my left shoulder. There's a scar there. It happened a year and a half ago. A shipment collapsed on me during work, and I hurt my left shoulder. I got out with just a broken bone, but the shipment was a hazardous one, and I got a burn on my skin. After that accident, I quit the archery club. My school archery club emphasizes formalities as they let us shoot formally even as students. The men expose their left shoulder when they shoot. Shinji commented that it might be indecent for someone shooting formally to have a scar on their shoulder. What? What? That's the weirdest. Don't come shooting at my range with your scar, an imperfection upon the show. Like, really? I was expecting to be, yeah, I hurt my arm, so I don't want to do it. Like, that's fair, but that's horrible. Since I was getting busy with work, I quit the archery club right then.
先輩、しつこいようですけど、本当にもう弓は引かないんですか？藤村先生も怪我なんて支障はないって言ってるのに。
何を平和な。藤姉は全身骨折しようが支障ないっていうやつだぞ。
先輩、私真面目な話をしているんです。
I should answer seriously too, but I can't give her the answer she
当
wants.
分は部活をしている余裕はないよ。弓は好きだけど優先するべきことじゃないし、しばらくは間を取ろうと思う。
しばらくってどのくらいですか？
気が向いた頃かな。ま、さくらが卒業するぐらいまでにはなんとか。その時はよろしくな、さくら。
I pat Sakura's shoulder.
私、その時をお待ちしています。
And she nods so powerfully that it looks like she might drop the plate she's holding. And she does, and breaks it. And I hate her. No, I'm kidding. It's almost 7:30. Sakura and Fujine have already left for their morning club practice. I went to school early yesterday because Issei wanted me to, but I leave my house at the usual time today. Ooh, we're going... Whoa! Huh. I run into an unusual scene when I reach the intersection. A murder on one of the telephone poles. Several police cars are parked outside the house. A house, rather. Something must have happened, and it's noisy, and lots of people are surrounding the area. Eh? I'm curious, but I cannot tell what's going on with all the people surrounding it. I have no time, so I should prioritize school. That's a smart move. Wacky school shenanigan music. I reach school 10 minutes before the bell. I enter the main gate as usual. Oh, hey! I bump into a familiar female student.
なんだ、まだ着替えてないのか、三辻。もうすぐホームルームだぞ。
No,
俺に挨拶なんかしてる場合じゃないだろう。
wear that to class. It's a dope outfit.
いや、ごもっとも。相変わらず釣れない野郎だね、エミヤは。
She laughs as if something is really funny. Mitsuzuri Ayako. That's the name. She was my classmate in first year, and now she's the captain of the archery club. She's very insightful, and everyone expected her to become a captain since the first year. Well, in other words, her mental age is older than her real age, so she's been the older sister type that everyone counts on since she was the first year. Though she gets mad when people say that. According to her, she's not that old.
ああ、今あんた、よからぬ感想を漏らさなかったかもしれない。
Please roll your R's at me.
そんなものは漏らさない。あくまで客観的な事実を連想しただけだ。それで気を悪くするのは三辻の勝手だが。
Okay, the phrase I was just thinking objectively about the truth is powerful.
お、言うじゃん。いいね。正直に答えるくせに何をどう考えてたかは口にしないんだもの。エミヤ、シンジと違って隙がないな。
シンジ？なんでそこにシンジが出てくるんだ？
なんでも何も、あんたとシンジって友人じゃない。
Are we though? Are we really?
シンジの男友達ってあんただけでしょ。それにお忘れでしょうが、 私これでも弓道部の首相なの。うちの問題児と辞めちまった問題児をくっつけるのは自然な流れだと思わない？
まあ確かに自然だ。弓道部ってのは関係ないけど、俺とあいつは腐れ縁だからな。
あ、カチンときた。あんたね、弓道部の話になると急に冷たくなるでしょ。いいご身分よね。シンジをほっぽっといて自分はさっさと退場しちゃうんだから。後に残された私とかさくらの気持ちとか少しは考えてくれてもいいんじゃない？
シンジのやつまたなんかやったのか？
あいつが何もやらない日なんてないけど。
This guy seems like a right piece of work. Why do people think we're friends again?
それにしても昨日のはちょっとやりすぎか。1年の男子が1人辞めたぐらいだから。
Mitsuzuri sighs seriously. It's rare for her to make a face like this, but even more than that, I can't ignore what she just said.
なんだよそれ。部員が辞めたってなんで？
シンジのやつが八つ当たりしたのよ。わざわざ女子を集めてね、夢を持ったばかりの子にシャをさせて的中するまで笑い物にしたとか。
What a piece of garbage.
はあ？お前そんな馬鹿げたことを見過ごしてた
Yeah,
ってのか？
can't you get rid of him?
見過ごすか。けどさ、首相ってのはいろいろと忙しいんだ。
Fair enough if she
い
wasn't
つも
there.
道場にいるわけじゃないってエミヤだって知ってるでしょ。
Sip some of my lime Pepsi. Get hydrated for more reading and more hating on Shinji.
それはそうだが、にしても何考えてんだシンジのやつ。必要以上に厳しく教えることはあっても素人を見せ物にするようなやつじゃないだろう。
I don't know, the type who beats his sister. Would it being the type to make fun of people, I feel like that's an easy equation to make, my good sir.
あきれた。エミヤってば本当にあれだ。
あれってなんだ？今お前よからぬ感想を漏らさなかったか？
あら、私はあくまで客観
Oh,
的な事
right
実を
back
連
at
想
us.
しただけさ。それで気を悪くするのはエミヤの勝手だね。
ついさっき聞いたような返答をしやがって。いや、それよりシンジはどうしたんだよ。なんだってそんな真似をしたんだ。
聞いた話じゃ遠坂にこっぴどく振られたとかなんとか。
遠坂ってあの遠坂か？
うちの学校にあれ以外の遠坂なんていないでしょ。2年 A 組の優等生ミスパーフェクトこと遠坂凛よ。
It's a good name for her. I mean, aside from, what happens as we continue onwards.
いや、そんなあだ名は初めて聞いたけど。
It's the first time I've heard the nickname, but I probably would agree with it. With Tasaka involved, I can understand even Shinji getting turned down, and most of all, it was Tosaka. If it was Tosaka, I could see her refusing him mercilessly.
ともかくシンジのやつは昨日からずっとその調子よ。おかげで私もこんな時間まで道場で目を光らせてたってわけ。
シンジのやつ変にこらえが効かない時があるからな。三つ釣り大変だろうけど頑張ってくれ。
Can I be real? Kinda hope Shinji dies by a random servant just running up and just shanking him.
はいはい。けどね、シンジって懲りないでしょ。また遠坂に声をかけて振られた日には今度こそ遠坂本人に何かしそうでさ。
いや、いくら信じても振られた相手には近寄らないだろう。あいつそのあたりはちゃんとしてるぞ。
けど相手が近寄ってくるんだからしょうがないじゃない。遠坂さ、なんか知らないけどうちの道場よく見学に来るのよ。エミヤは辞めちゃったから知らないだろうけどね。
It's the first I've ever heard of it. Tasaka Rin doesn't do any club activities for personal reasons. I thought she went straight home since she turned down the recommendation to join the student council.
ま、たまには
She
それ
would
も
be
いい
a
か。
student council type.
あいつもお高く止まってるし、一度ぐらいは痛い目に遭うのもいいかもね。お気の毒様っていうか、ご愁傷様っていうか。
Well, yeah, but then he beats his sister, so really, is it? Mitsuzuri says some dangerous things. Come to think of it, I heard that Tasaka has many enemies. Could Mitsuzuri be one of them? Nope.
おい、三つ釣り。いくらなんでもそれは。
あ、そろそろ時間だ。じゃあね、エミヤ。今度私の弓の調子見に来てよ。
She's just a nice, reliable one. I like her. Mitsuzuri hurries off.
相変わらずだな。はい。
But I like that part of her. Feeling calmer now, I head for the classroom. What wacky shenanigans will we ensue today? It's lunchtime. Our school has a splendid cafeteria, and most students eat there. But there are some old-fashioned students who bring their own lunches. Two of them happen to be me and the student council president in front of me.
エミヤ、その唐揚げを一つくれないか。俺の弁当には圧倒的に肉分が不足している。
Okay, if I'm gonna be real, you could be my best friend in the world, but if you come after my fried chicken, I would say no.
うん、いいけど。
Wow!
なんだってお前の弁当ってそう質素なんだ一世。
Oh, that is a
い
lax
くら寺
temple.
だからって酒も肉も取らないなんて教えがあるわけでもないだろ
何を時代錯誤なことを。これは単に親父殿の趣味だ。小坊主に食わす贅沢はない。悔しいのなら己で何とかせよなどという。いっそ今からでも天祖になるか。俺も考えどころだ。
You know, I wouldn't put fried chicken under luxurious foods, but that's just me.
あのじいさんなら確かに。
Issei's father is the priest of the Ryudo Temple, and a bold guy who's old friends with the old man at Fujine's place. Can't expect a normal personality when he's friends with a guy like that.
それはそれは。じゃあいつか恩返しを期待して。
Man, we've given and given and given to this guy, huh? Wonder if he'll ever hand it back to me. I hand him back my lunchbox. Or hand him my
あ
lunchbox.
りがたく。これも托発の修行なり。
What, asking for tithes and giving nothing back? Heyo. Issei bows deeply. How can I put this? I never know what to say when things like this remind me that he's the son of a priest.
ああ、そういえばエミヤ。朝方2丁目の方で騒ぎがあったのを知っているか。ちょうどエミヤと別れるあたりの交差点だが。
交差点
The intersection this morning. He must mean that clamor with all the police cars.
なんでもな、殺人があったそうだ。詳細は知らないが、一家4人中助かったのは子供だけらしい。両親と姉は刺殺されたという。
Oh, hey.
その凶器が包丁やナイ
Interesting.
フではなく、長物だというのが普通じゃない。
A long weapon? Must mean something like a sword. It was a murder. So that must mean the sister and the parents were killed. I picture it. Someone barging in during the night. Unjust violence. A one-sided pillage like an accident. Slashed parents. The sister killed without even knowing what's going on. To the side, the child covered in their blood. Wow, you have a very active
そ
imagination.
れ犯人は捕まったのか
捕まってはいないようだな。信徒の方では欠陥工事による事故。こちらでは辻切りめいた殺人事件だ。学校の門限が早まるのも当然。どうしたエミヤ？喉に飯でも詰まったか？
別に何もないけどなんだよいきなり。
いや、エミヤが厳しい顔をしていたのでな。少し驚いた。すまん。食事時の話ではなかったな。
Yeah, dude, read the room. You stole my chicken and you talked about murder. Issei tries to soften the air apologetically. I was fine with the topic, but was I really making such a nasty face? I mean, you were imagining horrible, horrible things. And then there's a quiet knock at the door.
失礼。竜道はいるか？
Hi, villain.
ああ、はい。何ですか、先生。
Issei addresses Kazuki, who just entered. It must be a simple talk about the student council, as Issei seems pretty relaxed. That's not something you see every day. Despite his appearance, Issei is very shy. The guy who draws a line against his classmates and even teachers is letting his guard down with Kazuki.
真面目なとこで気が合うのかも。
Oh, that's a name. Soichiro. It's Soichiro. Soichiro. The teacher in charge of class 2A is serious and stubborn. Probably that aspect helps him get along with Issei, who prizes order and discipline. The two continue to talk. All the while, I can't get the story of the murder out of my head. Going back to the dark place again? Nope, it's the end of the day. Class is ended, it's time to go home. Cannot go anywhere as I have work today. I should leave school and go straight to the neighboring town, but... Demo, what's up? Worried about the conversation I had this morning, so I made my way to the archery club before I knew it.
もう何やってんだ俺。
According to Mitsuzuri, the soccer Rin comes here often. Well, I really don't care about that. Know that Shinji is getting angry at her is gonna be a problem.
シンジのやつ、カッとなると止まらないからな。
Just wish someone would stab him, right? It's bad if Shinji gets violent just because she turned him down. I don't know why it's bad, it's just bad. No, it's pretty clear why it's bad.
遠坂いないじゃないか。
Sasaki isn't around. Mitsuzuri's worries were needless.
へえ、誰がいないって？
Ooh. Oh, no, it's not you.
誰がいないって？
And there's Issei, whom I just left behind.
お前か一世。あんまり驚かすなよな。
いや、エミヤが挙動不審げに道場を眺めていたからつい。で、誰がいないって？
誰って遠坂だよ。なんでも昨日シンジと一悶着あったらしいんだ。
ほうほう、挙動不審だな。聞かれてもいないのに理由まで話すなど。俺は誰がいないかと聞いただけなのだが。
Can you don't read me like a book?
なんだよ、別にいいだろ。俺が何しようが俺の勝手だ。
うん、それはしかり。だが無駄だぞエミヤ。遠坂はここにはいない。なぜなら、あいつは今日ずる休みだ。
I do like they give you constant reminders about like the current timeline compared to the prologue. That's really good. Skipped school, so she was absent today?
そうか、欠席か。待て一世、なんで遠坂がずる休みなんだよ。あいつがそんなのするわけないだろう。
するとも。あいつが風邪などひくものか。俺が見たところあいつは悪いやつだ。外見に騙されるとパクッと食われるぞエミヤ。
Sorry, did you... I'm trying to parse the sentence, she won't catch a cold. Are you saying she is such a Miss Perfect, she is immune to the common cold? Is there something in her body that is beyond illness? Somehow, Issei's words annoy me. It's true that I don't know her, but I can't imagine that she's a bad person.
言い過ぎだぞ一世。遠坂はそんなやつじゃないだろう。
ん？なんだ？エミヤも遠坂狙いなのか。ああ、
Sounds like someone's a bit jealous. After Tasaka, who said anything like that?
勝手に決めつけるな。俺はただシンジが揉め事を起こしたら大変だから。
シンジが遠坂に殴りかかろうとしたら止めるためか。またそんな役回りをするな。別に俺は気にしないが、割と趣味が悪いのだな、エミヤは。
Hey, don't talk about my taste in girls. We all got our things, okay, man?
してないから損じゃない。けど一世、お前今変なこと言わなかった？
ん？遠坂狙いは趣味が悪いってことかい？
そう。遠坂は人気あるじゃないか。俺もあいつの悪い噂は聞かないぞ。
ああ、聞かないね。それがまた気に食わない。
This dude's a flat earther. This dude's a flat earther. Read that logic.
気に食わないってどの辺がだよ。
だから全部だよ。あれはメギツネだ。女性だ。妖怪だ。とにかく生理的に気に食わない。悪いことは言わないから、エミヤも気に入らないようにしろ。
What's your damage, bro? Like, I just don't like her physiologically, so that means the concept of her and her physical body.
人の陰口は良くないってお前の口癖じゃなかったか。
He's gonna be like, well, good thing I'm talking about her to her front.
たわけ。これが陰口に入るか。俺は
Oh,
聞こえるよ
wow.
うに喋っている。
That's literally what he says. No wonder I feel someone's eyes from the archery dojo. Thank God. I'm so glad Tosaka's absent today.
頼む伊勢。悪いが早速陰口にしてくれ。
うん。エミヤがそういうのなら了解した。が、とりわけ中傷していたわけではないぞ。単に竜道一世が遠坂凛を警戒していると言っただけだ。あくまで個人の趣味嗜好の範囲だろう。
その割には妖怪だとかメギツネだとか言ってたけど。
And I think the term schoolgirl is discrimination. Is it though? What?
褒め言葉だ。メギツネにも妖怪にもいいものはいる。
What is his thing with her?
遠坂を表現する値として採用しただけである。かつ。
What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm gonna type that in. That's probably a pun here that we missed. Cuts. Oh. Cuts means chicken. Issei laughs.
それではな。俺は生徒会室に戻るが、エミヤはバイトだろう。こんなところで道草を食っている暇はなかろう。
Shut up, Dad. I do what I want. He must feel refreshed now that he said everything he wanted, and he leaves calmly. I've known him for 2 years now, but I still don't understand his personality. Yeah, it seems to change a lot. Seems to vary wildly depending on the mood and who he's by. What is that sound? Oh, it's the bus. 20 minutes after taking the bus from my school, I arrive at the neighboring town of Shinto across the bridge.
なんだ。まだ5時前か。
Free time.
少し時間があ
Free
る。
time. All work, no play. Make Shirou something. I love how big of a box they give you. Yama City is a residential district, so there's no part-time jobs there, but developing Shinto has many available. The school approves of students having part-time jobs. Why? Why would you do that? Those get in the way of study, so I work a few easy ones. I prefer hard physical labor that ends as quickly as possible. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. As it builds my body, will I get paid for it? I mean, I guess. Today's job is a simple loading job from 5 to 8 o'clock. Even though it's only 3 hours, there's 6 hours worth of work to do. They make you run without a minute's rest. So, I should rest while I can, even if it's just for 10 minutes. I guess there's no choice. Every time they say, what should I do, I'm going to save, just in case. So I guess I'll just rest in the park. Plus, that will make going back and getting any, path corrections easier. This park is among the buildings. This park among the buildings is like a big field. A park should be filled with people, like families and lovers on weekends, but it's empty here now. No, this place is always desolate.
相変わらずだな、ここは。
You know about this place. I'm a bit sad. The utterly neglected ground looks awful compared to the neatly organized surroundings. The desolate area makes the wind feel cold. This is the remains of the Whoa, that's a word. Conflagration. I'm looking up what that word means. Conflagration. What the heck is this word? Oh, wow. Okay, tell me what this is.
Conflagration.
Conflagration. An extensive fire that destroys a great deal of land or property. I've never heard that word and I love it. And this is the place where I was saved from burning to death.
なんで芝生とか植えないんだろう。いつまでもこのままってのはもったいない。
It's a large area, so if they retilled it, the park would get bigger. Thinking absentmindedly, I sit down on a bench. I stare at the burned land to pass the time. I don't remember what happened here back then. All I can remember is I was hot and I couldn't breathe. And that people died trying to save others.
どうしてそうなのかな。
For example, an adult that tried to save a child from a burning house. He saved the child but died in its place. For example, there were people who had their throats burned, but they gave what little water they had to one guy and the others died. For example, there was someone who ran alone to get away from the fire as fast as possible, and everyone that he passed on the way died. For example, people who died because they gave away something that was saving them, only to save others they didn't even know. And for example, people who died because they were killed. Every time. It's gonna come up once apart, I swear. I didn't like things like that. It makes me mad that those who tried hard were sacrificed. Am I greedy to want an ending where everybody is safe and happy? Oh, is this gonna be a thesis statement about the game? All I wanted was to see people relax peacefully, so why couldn't I manage such a simple thing?
それは難しい。シロの言っていることは誰も彼も
So,
救うということだね。
making a hard guess, this is one of those games where there is not an ending like this. Kiritsugu answered so to the question I asked as a child. Of course, as a child, I denied it, because Kiritsugu saved me. I knew he was a sorcerer who could do anything. I knew he was a superhero who couldn't ignore people in need, who saved them for no benefit. So I believed Kiritsugu could have saved everyone back then. When I told him that, he made a troubled expression and said something that I remember to this day.
シロ、誰かを救うということは誰かを助けないということなんだ。いいかい？正義の味方に助けられるのはね、正義の味方が助けた者だけなんだよ。
I guess,
当たり前のことだけど、これが正義の味方の定義なんだ。
Shirou would really not like Man of Steel, huh? I understand that. It's obvious now that he said it. Let's say there's a robber and some hostages, and the robber intends to kill the hostages. With normal methods, most of the hostages will be killed. Even if you use a miraculous method to save all the hostages, there will still be one person who isn't saved, the robber, right? That, of course, is the robber, whose hostages were rescued. The people a superhero saves are only the ones he decides to save. That's why even God cannot save everyone.
それが天才ならなおさらだ。誰であろうと全てを助けるなんてできなかった。
The fire 10 years ago was like that. It's not. Oh, whoa, hey. You just spoke and felt like your throat go, no, you're not saying those words. No, 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 let's try this again. It's not something I, who is miraculously saved from it, can talk about now.
けど嫌だ。
I don't want such a thing. I don't want help that has a limited capacity. You have to help no matter how impossible it is. I can't stand of strangers dying around me like that back then. So, if I'd been there 10 years ago, even if it was impossible, I would have gone into the fire and...
そのまま無駄死にしてたろうな。間違いなく。
That's for certain. Jeez, I'm hopeless. Whoa.
あ、しまった。ぼんやりしてたら5時になっちまった。
Time to stop being emo and get to work. 5 o'clock bell rings. Stand up and quickly make my way to my work. When my job's done, the sun is already set. It's a bit before 8. I finished 10 minutes early because I worked too hard. It seems I worked frantically since I went to that place before work. Here in front of the station, the night's just getting started. There are lots of people and a constant flow of cars on the road.
藤姉にお土産はいいか。
I walk while looking up at the lighted building. It's the biggest building in Shinto, but I can't see the top clearly. I just gaze up at the building, just enjoy the night scenery. Eh? When I think I see something out of place,
なんだ今の。
I stop and stare at the rooftop. I focus my eyes, looking at the thing as small as a grain of rice. Oh wow, we have good vision. What you doing? Get down from there. It's like a cat. It's like when you see a cat on something really tall. You're like, stop that, get down. No. Stop that. It looks like someone I know. Why is she there? What'd she be doing there? With her long hair fluttering and doing nothing, she looks down at the town. It doesn't seem like she notices me down here. No, there's no way she could see. I like how both of them are like, nah, he can't see me. She's so high up that I, with better eyesight than most, can barely see her by improving my vision with magical energy. I can recognize her since she's standing there alone, but there's no way she can notice me down here among all these people. She's just looking down at the town. Maybe she's looking for something, as I can feel her sharp stare even down here. I forget about time and keep looking up at the girl standing in the sky. She's on top of a tall tower. She's like a witch looking down at the earth with the moon behind her. Oh. And then she must be done with whatever she's doing as she just disappears. Her figures disappear and the scene returns to the beautiful view of the night.
今の遠坂だったのかな。
Man, how strange. I have no proof, but I think I'm right. No one will ever believe me. There aren't many girls with looks like that stand out that much. And more than that, I'm not stupid enough to mistake a girl I secretly admire. Whoa, hey, there you go.
そうか。にしても
Oh, right, he said that earlier. What am I saying? Well, Tasaka sure has strange hobbies. What a weird girl. Be a shame if she died or something. Unlike Shinto, there's no one in Miyama City. After 8 o'clock, there are no people around, and the town is terribly quiet. At the junction is the house I saw this morning. There's no sign of people, and the door has a do not enter sign. After only one day, the house is as quiet as an abandoned building. Parents and older sister killed by the burglar. What kind of life remains for the child left behind? I bite my lip, feeling powerless. Even after swearing to become like Kiritsugu, can't do anything about something else that happens so close by. Even though I want to help someone, in the end, I don't even know what I can do. Well, that sucks, man. Guess we're just gonna go home and eat rice. It's what we do. I climb the hill and reach the Emiya house. The lights are still on, so Sakura Fujinami must still be there.
ただいま。あれ、藤音だけか。
Oh, it's you, the worst one.
おかえり、シロ
And that's in Shira's perspective. In my perspective, she's the better one. Fujine turns around, munching on a rice cracker. The TV show's a loud variety show. Yo, loud Japanese variety shows are the bomb.
もう
Watching
またこんな
some,
時間に帰ってきて
Terrace
冬
House.
は日が暮れるのが早いんだからもっと早くに帰ってきなさいって言ったでしょ
Again, sorry, I'm working.
だから早く帰ってきてるだろ。8時までのバイトを選んでるんだから、これ以上無茶言わないでくれ。で、さくらはどうしたんだよ。なんか晩飯の支度だけはできてるみたいだけど。
さくらちゃんなら早めに帰ったわよ今日は用事があるからって晩ご飯だけ作ってくれたの
Fujine says so happily. As far as she's concerned, anyone who cooks for her is a good person.
そっか。確かにしばらくはその方がいいかもしれないな。最近は物騒だし、いっそ新学期まで晩飯は俺が作ろうか。
反対シロ帰ってくるの遅いじゃないそれからご飯作ってたら食べるの10時過ぎになっちゃうよ
あのね、そこに自分家で食べるという選択肢はないのか、あんたは。
She's the worst moocher, but she's the best moocher.
だからここが私の家だよ
Fujine seems puzzled. Honestly, I'm not sure if that makes me happy or sad.
わかったよ。藤姉に飯を作れなんて無理難題を言ってもしょうがねえ。それはいいけど、足元のそれなんだよ。
Fujine has a terrible habit of leaving junk at my place. Large bowls from restaurants, a heavy teapot she got in the shopping district, a strange guitar that plays by itself. I think she thinks of this place as some kind of warehouse.
ちょっと見せてみろ。ゴミだったら捨てるから。
うちで余ったポスターだけど
Fujine hands me the poster. It's probably some infamous idol or something.
どれどれ
Here we have a military-style guy with his thumbs up on a cheap-looking blue sky background. That sounds so lame. In letters like blood it reads, Love's lovely Ranger Land. Please join the self-defense force. Hold on, this is an army recruiting post. Why would you... Where would you get that from? Where would you get that from?
俺だっていらねえよ、こんなの。
I roll up the poster and hit Fujine with it.
へへん外れ
But Fujine deflects my attack with a poster she had hidden and counterattacks mercilessly. Bam! The poster lightly knocks my... Stars, I saw stars.
シロの腕で私に当てようなんて甘いわよ悔しかったらもうちょっと腕を磨きなさいね
そんな問題じゃないだろう、今の。なぜに紙のポスターがかような破壊音を。
She's like, oh, this poster? It's actually wrapped around a baseball bat. Could this be the skill of a master?
ごめんこっちのポスター
Oh, of course. I was
豪華鉄板
pretty
仕様だった
close.
シロ頭大丈夫
藤ね、いつか絶対に人を殺すぞ。
Is that foreshadowing?
その の時はシロウがお嫁にもらってくれるから安心かな。
Whoa, hey, don't say stuff like that. That'd be the best ending.
全速でお断りです。そんな天然殺人鬼を相方にもらう気はないやい。
私そんな物騒なのじゃないと思う。
やっぱり得てしてそういう連中は自覚がないっていうのは本当だったのか。
How true, how true. I'll have to watch out or I'll be killed.
ふんだ、言ってなさい。そんなことよりシロウ、私お腹減った。今まで待ってたんだから早くご飯の用意しよう。
Fujine stands up. How strange. Fujine is helping out. Even if she's only setting up the dishes, she must really be hungry.
はいはい。じゃあ藤姉は皿と茶碗な。ご飯ぐらい告げるだろ。
I wouldn't trust her with rice.
告げるよ。ねえシロウ、私丼でいいかな。
いいんじゃないか。今日はさくらもいないし、どうせ飯は余るし。
よしよし。それじゃ、シロウもお揃いね。
Fujine pours rice into 2 bowls. Oh well, I was gonna have seconds anyway, and besides, if I argue with Fujine, she'll take my dinner away. And to add, chaotic dinners like this have been common scenes for many years now. Day ends. You know what doesn't end? The stain on the pillow. Finishing a rowdy dinner and seeing Fujine off, I take a bath. After that, I practice my daily routine in the shed. I complete it as usual and go to sleep. It is 1 in the morning. Day ends peacefully without any troubles. Boy, imagine a day ending peacefully without any troubles. Alright. With that, long day, long night will be next time, guys. We'll see you next time for some more Fate Stay Night, as we say. Long day, more like long time stain on that pillow. We'll see you guys next time for some more Fate Stay Night. Ciao.